What it is, what it do, and what's poppin', peoples. It's the Royal Topic, and y'all now tapped into another episode of Adulture, the art of growing up. And today we got a convo, so let's stroll and convo. On today's episodes, this one's titled Fathers Are Here. Let's get right into it.
Early morning wake ups, practicing on day ups. Tough love, bubbled up, no chaser, need, no chaser, need, no chaser, need, no chaser, need, no chaser.
Fathers will always matter.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You like it?
Alright.
I like it. What are you doing? You let mommy take it okay?
Good.
Can't do it that
Because I'm the daddy. You try.
Alright.
Yeah. Can't do what daddies do.
My kids are gonna be earthly, spiritual babies, like mom and pops. We earthly, yeah, go and get them chakras aligned. Just get this sunlight, charge up that melanin and shit. Go, yeah. It feels good on your feet, don't it? It feels good. Hey, go ahead and duck. Oh!
So, just a couple of quick episodes for you guys to take a glance at. Like I said, on this platform, we're promoting fathers, and we don't get a lot of recognition. So I'm here to make sure that we get the recognition that us Black fathers and all fathers are well deserved. You can just see in these kids' eyes, you know what I mean? Even the one where the dad was in the bed bouncing the ball on the wall. To those little boys and girls, that was like a superhero moment for them. A wow type of thing. You know what I'm talking about? And we don't realize how that affects our kids. And I'm not talking about the dude that's in the child's lives. I'm talking about the fathers that, are MIA, missing in action, not around the children, and don't realize how much, the kids really need them in their lives. So I want to salute all you fathers out there that's on your job, on your grown man shit, and taking care of business. Okay, so let's get back into the swifter things. I got another video for you guys.
Did not realize at my age like how much I just still want a daddy.
Girl.
Like, do you know what I mean? And like, I love my dad, don't get me wrong, but that is not his love language, is not acts of service. It's his love language is he goes to work and he provided for his family, and that's kind of where it stops. And I just want that. Like, I want my dad to come over my house and be like, here, let me get that for you. Let me make this for you. Let me watch the kids, or let me do that. That's not how he expresses love. And I realized how much that's something that I've always wanted and always needed. So I think it's better to have that and be able to be like, reel it in, because it's really hard. It makes you feel like not valued, or not, I don't know what the word is. Like, I know my dad loves me, but it just hurts my feelings, because it's like, I just
no.
And I feel her. And that's when I break down in the other episodes the effects of no father figures, the 10 different types of fathers. It's very important to be there, not just mentally, physically in your child's lives, not just to be there to buy things and pick up things, but to help them, to teach them, to guide them, to pick up the heavy loads that they can't handle, and to teach them the way of life. There's so much to do when you have a child, when you're a father, and you help bring a child into this world. Now, yes, the mom does all the heavy lifting. Don't get it fucked up. But when that child comes into this world, it's a non-stop job. And I don't like to say the word job, because I don't consider it a job. It's more of how can I say it? It's one of those courses that we have to take, that we have to make sure that we're there to teach them the best of the best, to make them know that they're loved and that they need to love themselves. And I feel, oh girl, it's a good feeling when your parents come over and they help clean up the dishes and cook and, take the baby out for a walk and you don't have to ask them, you know what I'm talking about? That's a beautiful feeling in the world. And a lot of us miss it. Some of us never had it to miss it, but it's something that, again, this platform's here to highlight not only the good fathers, but the ones that are missing, and to point out things that hopefully we could, shine a light bulb or pop something into their dome to make them say, you know what, I need to get off my ass and go spend some time with my children. You catch me? Yeah. This is a good topic here. I bumped into this one. Just going over some YouTubes. I noticed when I first started this platform, there wasn't a lot of videos out there about Black fathers. That was the main point of me starting Adulture. And now I'm starting to see a lot of, it's like a snowball effect. I'm starting to see a lot of recognition of fathers, a lot of podcasts bringing fathers on board. And I want to salute the ladies and the men who's bringing these platforms forward, because like I said, we need to shine the light on us Black fathers, on all fathers that are there in their children's life, on some real to real shit. So let's get into this one.
So let's talk about balancing fatherhood with dating. How do you balance both of those things?
It's a lot easier at this age than it was when he was younger, because again, I'm about to toot my horn for a second. I was a real life single dad, like the stay at home, like bathe,
make breakfast,
you know what I mean? Can't go out because if he see you leave, he's gonna start crying. Like It was real difficult.
Real shit. Make breakfast, make lunch, make dinner, watch them and help them. Let me rephrase that. Help them and watch them take their first steps. I was there when they made their first, word, when they put their first letters together and said a word, which mine was dad. And old girl was she wasn't mad, but she was hoping that my son would say mom first. He ended up saying dad first, feeding him, changing those diapers, just playing with him, laughing with him, all that stuff, the real shit. I salute this man.
Initially, because
I was just like him.
I can't give you the type of time that it takes to really build an adequate relationship.
I'll start talking to people. It's like, oh, well, when can you talk? And when do you meet? I'm like, well, I got my daughter this day, this day, this day. Usually that, scales back, the who's available.
What sucks about that too is when you're a single father or you and the parent are not together no more and y'all co-parenting, it sucks on the dating scene when a lot of females don't understand where you're coming from and why it's important for you to be in your child's life. I believe in God, man, woman, child. But if I'm not married, it's God, man, my child, and then the woman, and that's just me. I'm not speaking for all men. So I used to get a lot of shit where, chicks would think that I'm fucking around or I'm seeing other chicks, and they didn't want to understand the fact that, no, it's just my kids are important. I got these days that I see my kids. It's every other day. I pick them up every day. So there's a lot of times I don't got time to chit chat. I got a lot of things going on. Plus I got my kids I got to take care of. And that's one thing I just cannot drop the ball on. And a lot of them couldn't accept it. And, those that did, I started realizing certain patterns, and I'm like, you know what? It's a good reason why I didn't introduce you to my kids, because I seen the patterns and I had to break them off.
Negative perceptions that people have about Black fathers that you just...
When I say break them off, I mean break off the relationship with the chick.
Want to denounce.
I say the biggest perception is that I'm a part-time father, especially as a Black man, that I'm not there for my daughter. And that's completely inaccurate for a lot of Black men, honestly.
Deadbeat, for sure, number one on the list, to the point where the bar is kind of low and it's a little offensive. They find you do anything with your kids. And
it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Although we may benefit from it in the short term, that's bad for the community as a whole, that's a stigma.
Yeah, just, that you don't spend quality time with your kid.
Most of the times when you see fathers, it's like You think the baby running around with the diaper on backwards, dinner is burning, and you know what I'm saying? The kid got the lampshade on their head, you know what I mean? Just understanding that, we know how to take care of our kids too.
Yeah.
And again, I'm gonna say this a lot because again, the reason why this platform is here today is because, there's not a lot of shine on black men being there for their kids, being in their children's lives. It's a lot of, deadbeat dads, like the young gentlemen are saying on this platform here. One of the first thing I let a chick know right off the rip, listen, I got kids. You catch me? And I'm heavy involved with my kids. So that way it's up to her if she want to prolong this relations. You know what I'm talking about? And if she doesn't, it is what it is. There's no hard feelings. If she does, she got to make sure that she got love for my kids as much as she got love for me. Because if I feel any negativity or any negative vibes towards my kids, I don't give a fuck what we got going on or how long we've been fucking around. The relationship's over. Because like I said, to me, my kids come before a chick. Until we married, it's God, me, my kids.
We care with the same, intention and with the same love and the same compassion that mothers do as well.
How soon do you introduce the person you're dating to your kid? And does your child's opinion matter? I know for me, when I was a child and my mama brought the man who's now my stepfather around, I was like, hell to the no.
It's interesting for me right now because my daughter is so young. Like if she was older, then I feel like my answer would be different. But because she's 3, then there's some layer of I got to have that conversation with her mother because that's what I would want to be done. I don't want you bringing my child around somebody random and I don't know.
And that's some respect shit. You catch me? I'm dating a chick, and me personally, it's going to take about maybe 8 months to a year, maybe. I got to really feel her out and make sure it's going to work out because I don't want to be that one that shows my daughter I got random chicks or show my son that I got random chicks and think that's how, a man is supposed to treat chicks. Nah, it's not that type of party. So I date chicks, but I don't bring them around my kids. I really don't until I'm feeling the vibes, and the vibes got to be good enough to make me say, okay, it's about that time. I had a chick that asked me before, when you going to introduce me to your kids, man? And we only been together. We was only dating for what, like 3-4 months, give or take. And that right there kind of threw me off where I wasn't really feeling her as much anymore. The reason being is because she's rushing the situation when we only been together for like 3-4 months. You catch me? Me personally, when it comes to my kids, I take things slow. I need to make sure it's right. I need to make sure you're right. And a person can hide a lot of shit within 3 to 4 months. I mean, I'm not saying they can't do it in a year, but at least within a year, I'd have made up my mind if I want to be with this chick long term or not. Another thing I agree with the gentleman there is, as an adult, I feel it's necessary to not only have the conversation, not to get validation from the child's mom, but to let her know what time it is and that I'm thinking about doing this and then introducing them because I need them to get along. I need the girl that I'm with to get along with their mom. You know what I mean? Because that's their mom. She's always going to be there and be in my child's life. And it's a respect thing. At the same time, I want their moms to respect the situation that I got that I'm bringing in. Every chick that I'm rocking with, listen, if it comes to that point where I'm going to introduce them to my kids, they know off rip. Listen, I don't need no mother. My kids already got a mother, but they do want their pops, their dads happy. And I want to introduce you to them when I'm ready. Don't take it personal if 3-4 months and I ain't introduce you to my children.
When is too soon to introduce your mate to your kid?
3-4 months, 6 months.
Man, when you just like them.
Real shit. If you just like somebody, it's like, nah, we're not doing this. Get the fuck out of here. I got to feel some vibes. Even if I don't tell you I love you, I got to feel like, yo, I think I'm feeling old girl. I think I'm feeling her like that. And then maybe, yeah, but do hit it right on the nail.
I'm not introducing nothing until I'm like in love with that girl. And it's like about to be more serious.
Right.
Real shit.
You guys all feel the same?
That was a great answer.
Yeah. Bottom line.
Okay.
And we're going to stop it right there. the gentleman there, they had some good points. I salute the men on that platform that's heavily involved in their children's lives. I love it. That's a beautiful thing. I appreciate the female who's bringing this to light on her platform. Salute to you as well. And again, this is all about fathers, real shit, grown men shit, and adult shit. To the next episode of Adult, the Art of Growing Up. My bag, Adultcha, the Art of Growing Up. I'm your host, the Royale Topic, and we tapping out.